you. We're actually live right now.
Okay, now. Yeah.
Crazy.
She wants to.
Oh, I got the baby.
You want to say hi? If you want to say hi.
That's so crazy. So how is like mom life?
It's really good. It's just I was just telling my mom and just talking to my best friend, like it's different when you're running a business. Like I think that's what makes it, I think, harder. Like, not saying it's hard with, without being in business, it's probably difficult all the way around. But I think when you're trying to do something, especially in house, and you're a stay-at-home mom at the same time, I'm turning around and she's like trying to grab scissors and she's trying to grab a screwdriver. So I'm like trying to do that. And I looked at daycare and I was like,
right.
People paying for a daycare.
It's like college tuition.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. And I was just like, okay, well, back in the house we go, because
you better ask for that financial aid.
And that's what I told me. She said, girl, you better ask to get the financial aid.
Yeah, you have to ask them. They're not gonna, give it to you.
Yeah, that was a whole thing. And I was like, how much is it a week? You try to be professional. So you just smile and you're like,
yeah,
I'm coming back here, but thank you.
Right. So it's a lot. We, me and Madison's dad, we did like the first year and a half, almost close to 2 years before she like really got into daycare. He didn't want to do daycare. He wanted to keep her, but I wanted her to be in daycare because of the social aspect of it.
Yes. And that's what I realized she needed it a lot more when we were just around some, friends, the friends you trust during quarantine. They had a baby and she's never seen another baby. So she was so excited just to be like, another kid. Like my nephew, he's 3. That's different. He's a kid to her, but an actual baby, she was like,
and that's a good topic to kind of like talk about. But I want to first like tell everybody who you are, what your business is, what you do, and then we can go into like business and home life.
Yes. So my name is Destiny. I run a business called A House Called Hue, which is a custom boutique embroidery company, based on the south side of Atlanta. And what I really focus on is custom patches. While I do dabble in other embroidery work, patches is my, I guess, my call to me. That's the one I do the best. And we do that with low minimum order quantities, working on increasing the turnaround. Like I've invested in 2 more machines so we can have 3 machines running.
Wow.
I do. That's the reason I did.
Yeah. So the picture that you sent me, I was like, this is like a shop right here.
Yeah. right in my living room. We're about to move to another apartment, which is a 3-bedroom where I can actually have a separate room, to keep her down. We got little Kim all loud in the background. Turn that
down. Yeah, this is life, guys. Quarantine, building a business, and having kids. So real life.
And I've been doing this. I've been doing it for 2 years. Well, this portion for 2 years. My business started in 2016. As you know, I've consistently transitioned.
Yes.
So I really found my sweet spot. So this is going on 2 years for doing this full time, and a couple of products you drop here and there, but mostly helping other businesses is what I like doing.
Yeah, I'm so excited to get my patches.
Yes, they're in the mail, but Atlanta be moving slow. I'm right. And they should have been there today.
But yeah, I got your mama's word, girl. I got it. Yeah, they look amazing. When you took a video of it, I was like, oh my God, these look so amazing. So I will definitely, of course, I will show on Instagram and tag you. And like I will be ordering some more stuff. So yeah, absolutely.
Yes, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yes. So you started in 2016, the transition of life in motherhood. I know we met probably like a year and a half ago.
Yes.
And we was supposed to do some partnerships and all of that, but just life happens and stuff like that. And I'm just so happy that you were able to find that sweet spot, like you said, with your company, because you be pushing out so much stuff.
Yes, a lot.
A lot. What have you learned in that transition, that from where you were a year ago to now?
I think the biggest thing I learned is to be accepting to change, receiving change. Because I think when you have a business, especially if it's your first business, it's like your baby. So you just like, you take advice, but you take it, and sometimes it goes through one ear out the other, because you're like, I had this vision, I had this, direct line that I thought it was going to go. And sometimes it just doesn't go that way. So you have to just be ready for change. And I'm getting really good at, I don't want to cuss. I can't cuss on here. Okay.
That's all right.
Crap happens. So when things happen, I'm doing really well with going with the flow. A lot of things are growing pains. So right now I'm at that growing pain stage. Yeah. I have a lot to do, but it's just me. So now I'm realizing, like, I need to outsource stuff. Like, I used to do everything, they always tell you, you could do this, is DIY. No, how much it costs? Here you go. Here's your money. Like, you do this, you do that. I don't want to do that. That's been my biggest challenges now.
Right. I totally understand. I'm still trying to figure out where I can let other people do the stuff that I need to be done. That has been like a struggle. And I'm sure as a small business owner and owners that will be listening to this, it's not that personally, it's not that we don't want to let things go. It's just finding those people that are willing to do it the way that you would like them to do it, but still have their own flair, and that you don't have to worry about it once you hand it off to them. You know?
Yeah.
So,
and
money. Yes.
Money.
That's the thing. Like, it's kind of like how much can you do for a month?
You don't want to haggle people, because I'm very big on your price is your price. I may not be your target customer. Like, I like your work, but I may not be your target customer. So I'm never going to try to haggle anybody for their price.
Me too.
You just continue to keep searching until you find that person that's going to do what you want for the price you can afford. And of course, as you level up, either you take that person with you as you grow, or you finally go back to what you initially couldn't afford at first, and then bring that on. So now that's how I am. I did that with accounting, and I did that with emails. Those are my top two things I outsourced, because I'm good on social media. I actually like being on there. So I'll post.
Yeah. Well, I need to talk to you about that too, because that would be such a great thing I like social media. That's what I do. I like that type of thing. But I would love to have somebody take over my email stuff and my blog stuff.
Got and that person. She's been great. She's been
if
great.
They can write about art for me, so I can have content coming out all the time. That would be amazing. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like, what are you going to be doing next? Like, what's going on for like the last quarter? What are your goals?
Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And it's not honestly for me. It's for everybody else. Like, I think most people don't realize I I am making. I'm going to say that I am, because I don't think I was doing it at first. I'm positioning myself as a manufacturer. So whereas I do make my own patches, because I thought of this cool idea. I know I can make it in 5 minutes. I'm still positioning myself as a manufacturer. So where people are coming into me, I'm like, okay, I need to get my stuff ready, because I have to get your stuff to you, because you have to sell it, onward and onward. So the fourth quarter is just really about getting that ready, putting out those deadlines and saying, get your stuff to me by this time, so I can get your stuff to you by this time. And and Luna turns 1. So I'm trying to find time to where I can still celebrate her, so I'm not working on her birthday, because she's a Thanksgiving baby. So it's like right there at
oh my goodness.
Oh, Black Friday.
Wow.
Her birthday's day before Thanksgiving. Then you have Thanksgiving. Then you have Black Friday. So I'm like, I need to get all this stuff done a week before her birthday, so I can actually enjoy, the holidays with her. So she can.
Yeah, because you have to have time for yourself. You can't always be working. And I think that's everybody that's in this type of arena or service, where I'm trying to gear up on like pushing more product out now, because all throughout the summer I was doing more of these type of things, more content driven stuff, and now it's time to like really push like more of the artist works, and putting promotions out and stuff like that. So
busy.
It's never ending. And then like this time is also with, okay, so what are we going to do for 2021?
Look, man, the year, as crazy as this year has been, it's flew by. And I think that's probably why it flew by, because it's so every day is something, just you're like, can this year get any weirder? And then you blink, and because I was just thinking about that, I was like, I guess I keep up with my months, because she every month, oh, she's 9 months, she's 10 months. Somebody asked me, and it caught me off guard. It was like, oh, how many months is she? And I was like, what month is this? I was like, oh. Like, she's about to be 11 months. And then I had stopped. I was like, dang, you about to be 11 months? You was just 9 months yesterday. Like, and my timelines, because like you said, you go to sleep, you wake up, and you're working, and
and it's different as an entrepreneur. Like, you don't know what time you're going to go to bed. You don't know. You kind of know what time you wake up, because your child wakes you up. That's the alarm clock.
6:30 or 7.
7, right? You're up at least by 7. 6:37. Yep, I'm up at least by 7:30.
Yeah, and I was at 1.
School. Yeah, and I go to bed around like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm either like doing some work, or I'm researching something, or I see like this workshop that I'm like, oh man, I really want to do that, and I listen to a couple of things and look at the time. I'm like, oh, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I need to go to bed.
Yes, that is me. I'm trying to set boundaries for myself.
Yeah, I've now bought Candlely. I officially bought it so I can have my schedule organized. And to block off time for different things. Like, I started last month exercising 3 days out the week.
Oh, you better than me.
Trying to like do that. So what do you want to do to like do self-care?
I do. Well, when I do wake up, which is occasionally, I wake up just randomly in the night. If I have to wake up, I go to the bathroom, I look at the clock. I'm at 6 o'clock. I might as well not go back to sleep. So I wake up, and I've been doing morning yoga, which in those days I realized the day I do the morning yoga really sets the tone for the day. I'm really big on herbs, especially. I think COVID made it even bigger. I'm like, all these herbs to heal all these ailments.
Right.
Yoga and tea, and really finding that day. Like, I try not to work at all on Saturdays. Like that's my day. Sunday, it depends. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm ahead of the game. I'm like, well, let me just do this one day. But Saturday is really my day that I want to just dedicate to not doing nothing. Like Friday, I wake up and I try to clear your mind, because even when you are not working, your mind is still racing on your non-work days. So you're like, I got to do this.
I got to do this, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to I have a clear mind on Saturdays to be like, anything I do, it can wait, because I set my schedule up to prepare for me to have this day, you know, this day off. But I think the yoga and the tea really works. I would love to get to more working out. I think once I get Luna on some type of schedule, I can include that in for me, because my husband works. He's working now. He's in the room. He's teacher.
Okay.
So he's
a teacher.
Yeah, we're both in there.
Like, I need what year? I mean, what grade is he teaching?
11th grade.
See, like that's the thing. I'm so like, they have my daughter on the screen for like 3 hours only, and I'm like, no, like I need y'all to be there the whole time. It's not fair. And then today we had like a substitute because she had to do some training or something. And I'm just like, no, we don't need this substitute. Like, he was so bad.
Yeah. And it's funny because he's enjoying it, because, I mean, all the teachers are on his, like, high school teachers are like, oh, that's perfect. You know, I ain't got to ever come back to school, you know.
Right.
My brother.
Because they're self-sufficient.
They're 11th graders.
Yeah. They're about to be out in the real world in a minute.
They'd be like, what do you want me to do, Mr. B? And then everybody turn it in.
Just give them the syllabus just like college, and just tell them this is what's supposed to be due. If it's not done, it's on you. You got an F. Pretty much. This is golden opportunity for high school class teachers. Do exactly what college people do. College teachers do. So they can set up and go on.
She hears you.
I hear you. I know you want to be in the spotlight, don't you? Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I think that's really what they're going. I think this year, of course, has really transitioned how they're going to do those future classes and how that future work is going to look for him. Because in reality, like you said, after 10th grade, honestly, ain't no reason for him to come to school that much, except maybe for some electives, you know, something that they can be on campus for. But that's why they love it. And he's in there. So we got the business running. So I have to make sure the doors closed all the time because the machines are loud.
Yeah.
He's yelling because she wants to talk to you. Then he's on the computer. So I create a little madhouse, but we're making it work.
Nice. He's like, oh, she's hungry too. Like, I want to eat. Yeah, so like as far as like collaborations and stuff, like, have you done any collaborations that you can talk about or want to do?
I haven't really, I wouldn't even say I've necessarily done any like collaborations. I think my business is just based on collaborating, because what I try to do is work whenever I work with a business, I always put in the invoice, if you don't want me to promote your stuff. Sometimes people are doing, you know, secret releases, let me know. But what I've come to find out is that most people really want me to post it, just because, one, it's good for me. People can see the work that I'm doing, and it's good for you. I always tag that business. So people are under my page like, oh, I don't see this on your website. I'm like, that's not my patch. That's this company's patch. So I foster those relationships. Like, one of my most popular pictures is from a designer in Brooklyn, Shaniqua Johnson, with Johnson Designs. And I had posted a patch that got a lot of good views, and I posted a sweatshirt I did for her. And every time people are like, oh, where are you getting? I'm like, this is, you know, Shaniqua stuff.
Right,
you know?
It's like promotion.
It's promotion for her. And it's, I don't find it troublesome for me because I promote my work, but I'm also pushing her, because at the end of the day, in my mind, you sell out, we come back. You come back.
Yeah.
Let's keep
it's like a referral. It's like a circle.
Yes, a circle. I worked with that with another company, Bold Expressions is the designer, but her company, Bold Flavor. I work with her stuff, and same type of mentality. I promote her stuff or post it, and it does well for her. I would like to. I'm trying to, rub my shoulders with Slutty Vegan.
You know what? I may know somebody that can get in contact with her.
Yes, actually sent a patch to Stacy, which I'm not mistaken, she's the CEO of the Pinky Code Foundation.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it got to Pinky, but I don't know if it stopped at there. I mean, she has a lot of people on her team. But they started following me, so that's good.
That's good. So you're in the realm. Yeah. In the universe.
I'm in the universe. I'm doing that. I work with Triple J's Pizza, which has actually been they've been really good customers for me working with them. So I think that's, when I think of collaborations, I just think about all the businesses that I just want to be like, I just want to make this, even if it's one time, like, let me just make this for you, or make whatever product I can provide to you that you can resell. And I think people know about patches, but they don't know like how it can be used in their business. So that
would be a great thing for you to talk about.
Yeah.
And then how to apply it on certain products.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I asked for. I know it's a patch, but was it iron-on or was it sewn on?
It's iron. All the iron-ons can be sewn on. So
okay. So it's good to do the iron-on because you're able to sew on. Yeah.
Always. It comes with the patch automatically unless you don't ask for it. You may have other plans. I'm not, what they are, but everything comes with the adhesive just to give you that option. You can iron on, or
and if it comes off, if it does, you can still iron it on.
Iron on, or you can just sew it on. Or I tell people who are trying to do like apparel, iron it on, then sew it on. So it ain't going nowhere.
It's not going anywhere. Because I'm going to use as giveaways or like gifts or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. But I have a fatigue jacket that I want to start put stuff on it. So that's like my first one. And then like all the other, because I have like a list of stuff that are already like ready to like send to you.
Yeah. And that's funny you talk about that. That's the next. I'm trying to get my little video set up. I'm not good at the video. I need to get a ring light. I need to get all this stuff. But
yeah, I got a ring light. I need to get one of the back lights, like the light come over here. So that's what I need.
My glasses, everything reflects.
Yeah, my glasses. You see?
Yes.
So I have to go back
to do like
reflecting. Yeah.
So I'm trying to get all that. Just to talk about what you can do, like you said, giveaways, subscription box is really good. As good as, little gift bags where you can toss them in, because you can put patches basically on anything. You can put it on
anything.
As long as you have a really good iron, or if you are a business that has a heat press, you even more in business. But
I want to do something. I want to do a giveaway. Can you do a giveaway with ComfiArt?
Oh yes, and it's funny. I have a giveaway coming up, so I'm ready to drop one. I'm definitely all about giveaways. I'm actually gonna do one that includes all of these patches. You can't have the bag, Luna.
Oh, nice.
So that's coming up soon to post. We get, I think it's 6 patches in here. So you get the bag. But yeah, we can definitely do giveaways, and that's good because patches are quickly to turn around.
Yeah. And I have some enamel pins, so maybe I can put in some enamel pins in it.
Yes, definitely.
Are you doing those too?
Enamel pins, no, and people still reach out to me about it, but I just give the vendor that I use in China. I don't even withhold that information because there's nothing in it for me. 1, 2. You can try right now with COVID. I just tell you, like, look,
it's hard.
Look, I don't know what they got going on.
But I try to buy a desk for my daughter, and I still haven't got it.
Oh wow! When'd you order it?
2 months ago. So I asked for my refund. We'll see. If I don't get it from them, I'll just go through my credit card and get it back. But yeah.
Enamel pins, I tell people now, if you want it, go to NOLA Pins, which is pen, a black-owned pen company, actually based out of New Orleans.
NOLA Pins, NOLA Pins.
NOLA. They've done pins for like the city of New Orleans, Dave Chappelle. They do really good pins. C Plus Shade, that's where her last pins came from. So I think it's worth paying, because I know most people go overseas because it's cheaper, but I think it's worth paying to get it domestic, because you're
going to get it.
You're going to get it. They're in New Orleans. If not, you can definitely pull up to New Orleans.
Right. You can be like, you know what, girl, I can take this 7-hour drive real quick.
I'm just going to go get me a hurricane, pull up to you and be like, hey, just here for my friends. With the drink in my hand. Like.
Right.
So
it is so funny. Right, exactly.
So now, if you need some enamel pins, definitely check them out. Right now, overseas is kind of fishy, and I think that's good for me, because people see that I do stuff. I'm like, I can do this,
and we want to support. We want to support, especially Black women that have businesses that have great quality and work. So, and then we're now like open and personal about our businesses, so you know a little bit more about us. We have initiatives behind our work, either like with me helping artists with other revenues, stream revenues, and then with you helping business to business and small businesses. So hey, it's a win-win.
I think that's good, because a lot of the businesses I help are women too, and they're Black. I've helped, and I always make sure I position myself to. I know I'm Black owned, but at the end of the day, what I'm going to post on this page. So if you are of non-color and you come, I have no problem working with you. Just know I am who I am, and I think sometimes it may come off a little abrasive when I'm like, #arrest the police. And then I did a 1-on-1 with another embroiderer, and she's not a woman of color, but we have no problem having that conversation and being frank about it's business, and even if we don't see the eye on everything, there's no disrespect. And I think that's how you have to. I'm approaching business. Just know I'm Black. I'm Black as hell. But I would definitely help you with whatever. I just won't make Trump or Klan stuff. I have morals.
Wow. I mean, hey, I mean, a lot of companies have certain things, i.e. Chick-fil-A,
Look, man, I had to make sure I say that, because in the embroidery groups I'm in, the space is very non-Black. And then a lot of groups I'm in, they're very vocal about it. And the Black people that be in the group, we just watch. It's nothing. We just take the information we get, because they help when they're very helpful. Like if you have a question about something's wrong with your machine, you post it in there, they'll help you. And they'll turn around and they'll post like, Blue Lives Matter right after that. Right. So you have to dissect, what you want from this. I'm not going to look at you like this, and you help me with this, and I'm just going to keep moving. And And
I think that's what we're learning, or we're trying to learn, to kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't focus on that part too much, but sometimes we can't because it's been happening so much.
Mm-hmm.
We have to put certain people in their places.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to the disrespect.
Oh yeah, I posted a patch actually earlier this year. Was it earlier this year or last year? But it had like all the women of color, and that had won Senate seats. And I posted, actually somebody they made the SVG. I made the patch for them. I posted it in the group, and I was like, oh, this is like one of the most detailed patches I've done to date. Mm-hmm. In that same group. Oh my God. The comments, I think they had to turn off the comments. They didn't delete it, but they turned off the comments. Just You okay? Stop drinking so fast.
I know, right? It's not going. She's turning it up.
Throwing it back.
Throwing it back.
But yeah, I posted. They turned the comments off. They didn't delete the picture because there was nothing wrong with the picture. But you can imagine how that went over the post.
I wonder how the organizer of the page was like.
I mean, if they be letting the Trump stuff ride, you got to give me that.
You gotta let it go. You can't. Yeah.
That's why they couldn't delete it, because if I see,
did you turn? They'll be like, they don't be turning off their comments.
You know, I noticed. And I just sat there, and then
actually turn off my comment.
Actually,
one
of the members, a black man in the group, messaged me. He was like, "You're so brave for posting that in the group." I said,
"Boy, what?" That is so funny because I have what is it, the American flag, and I have a jacket, and I designed the American flag as the red and the green and black stripe. I promoted it on social. I put money behind it. You should see all the crazy racist comments that I got from that ad. So crazy.
And me, since I'm the person that does social media, I'm the one responding. I just respond in like LOL. You don't even try to go in an argument. You just laugh because you be like, this bothered you that bothered you that much. It's okay. Because obviously if it's an ad, and which is funny, if you saw it, that means you be looking this stuff up just so you can comment on it, because the ad is only going to show you when it's directed to that target audience. So
somebody, yep.
Somehow you're in my target audience. So that
and then because you went to my website, now I can follow you anytime I want to.
That pixel on you. That pixel is on you. You see these ads everywhere now. You don't click you. Now I'm about to bother you. You don't have to bother me.
I'm about to stalk you.
You don't see all these ads in every direction it comes. Like, leave me alone.
That is so crazy. Yeah. So, can you tell the other viewers? Other groups that you are on to kind of help you with your business?
Yeah, I can. I am the groups that. I ain't gonna say that group, but if you want to join that group to help me troll, I'll definitely be there. The groups for my machines, the Racoma Connect is a really good one that I'm in. Another one is Embroidery and Custom Apparel is a good one. That's the name. It's actually, I think it's still ran by Racoma, if I'm not mistaken. And then and a group called Embroidery Help by Angela Jasmine. She actually has a YouTube video that I follow her channel because I'm always looking to see, what I can learn. People do things in different methods, and she has a group that's similar to Brand Build Launch. She has about almost that many people in that group, and it's all embroidery. And then I also join sale groups, like used equipment groups, which I think people should look into. If you are, whatever you're doing, if you're doing custom work, join those used embroidery groups or used screen printing groups, anything, because people be trying to get stuff off, like, people selling embroidery machines for $5,000, where you looking to see where it's brand new 10, somebody right here in Alabama selling it for $5, you just got to pick it up, and you're like, yeah, it's worth me driving to go to Alabama, something. Or like they selling screen printing machines, like the whole 5-6 plate machines for like $1,000, which is really good.
Right now, that's really good. Like, I need to be on there. Yes. Oh, yeah, let me do that, because I can drop that real quickly.
Yeah.
Instead of paying $5,000-$7,000.
And you get all the stuff,
and you can make that up so quickly.
Oh yeah. And just make sure you pay at PayPal. you know, so you can get your money back. Just in case people want to be frauds. Because look, don't say Destiny told you to do it and you lose your money. Look. Take your chance. PayPal, you're gonna get your money.
Right, because they give everybody money back, regardless. Everybody.
Look, PayPal sucks on the business perspective for the owner, but it's good for the consumer.
It is good for the consumer. I had somebody ask me about how they like to get paid or whatever, and they was like, "We can do wire or we can do PayPal." I was like, "We're doing wire."
You better do Shopify because at least I'm getting my money through Shopify.
Yeah.
Where we can do Stripe. Yep. Honestly, we get anything but Cash App and PayPal.
Right. What is up with Cash App?
Scammers. Scammers gonna scam, and they gonna find a way. Because I don't know how they be going backwards through Cash App, taking people's information, but they do it, and I don't want to get caught up in that. So you can Zelle me.
You can Zelle me. Yeah. People always get on me talking about why you don't have Cash App. Why do you think I don't have it? I do have it. I finally, because somebody not scammed me, but somebody hacked into my previous Cash App, and now I recently just got my Cash App back. Not back, but I created a whole new. It was like a whole thing that I had to do in order to get it back or whatever. But I got it, but I don't use it.
I use it for family. You know, like my mom sends me something. If she can't, Zelle it right quick, she'll Cash App it, or we split your bill with my sister-in-law or something. We'll Cash App it. But random people I don't know.
No.
No, ma'am.
No. Because it's a lot. You got that Susu stuff going in Cash App. You got.
Don't get me started. Don't even get me started on the Susus. That's a whole nother hour talking about them dang Susus. Oh my God.
I know you got pulled in. You got pulled in. At least somebody at least 5 people,
How about 10? About how many people you want to count that got pulled in?
I almost got in. I gave them my money, and I was about to do it, and then the family got scared, and they didn't want to do it, and then I had to wait like a month and a half to get my money back. But I got my money back. Most people don't get their money back.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say most people you call that a dub. That's like gambling. You lost it. Sorry. Next.
Yep. And I got it back.
Yep.
I gave it back. Somebody took my spot. It took a minute, but somebody took my spot and gave me my money. So
you blessed.
God, you're highly favored.
Highly favored, because there's some people out here losing big bucks, big bucks, just off of I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, and that's it. Just leave it alone. So I take my chance with a shark loan before I do. At least I get my money with the shark loan.
So during going into that loans and stuff for your business, have you tried to do these grants and stuff during quarantine? How has that worked out for you?
I've been applying to everything. I did look up and get 2 actually. I got the digitally undivided when they were that one was just quick. You just
did that. That was like $100 or something.
Yeah.
Yes, so I got that too.
Yeah, that's the one you had to be fast because they were giving, they were actually giving it away. You just had to be. Yeah. You
they PayPal'd it to you.
You see her back there messing with the dang. But you had to just be fast with and I also won, which I don't know when they're going to actually announce it because it's been a minute. I won the Hennessy grant.
Really?
Yeah. Nice. Actually, myself and a friend I know won Hennessy grant, but hers was like her information came way after they announced it because they had money left over and she still got something.
Wow.
But, I got the Hennessy grant. That was $5,000. So I don't know what the number was. Because, and what was so funny, I never won a grant before, because
right, it's like a lottery.
And I never applied because most of the time they're tech, and I'm not tech.
Right.
And the other time, I think I'm not sure how. That's why I said I had to start positioning myself as not different. I have to make sure I define myself manufacturing, because I never really had a definition of what I did. It just sounds like I just make T-shirts or make patches.
Right.
I'm doing manufacturing. So when I won the Hennessy grant, I got the email and I showed it to my, I screenshot it, sent it to my friend, and sent it to my husband. I said, "Is this real? How's a real thing supposed to look?" And I sent it to my mom. They read over it. And she was like, "Well, compare the emails from when you applied to the email that you got the notification." I said, "They match." She was like, "Well, submit them the information and see if your money comes." She emailed me back saying, "Hey, we got your information." I was like, "Okay, maybe it's real." But when the check drop, I was like, "Oh,
it's definitely real."
Real.
That's dope. That's so dope. Like at the beginning of COVID, I was like in it to win it for the thing. But it's just so much. And I do have the same, thought process when it comes to grants and then you have small businesses or for-profit businesses that don't have a nonprofit to back them up. You know what I mean? So it's just like, where are they going to help the small businesses? Like really, really, like this is one opportunity where we're able to apply to so many grants at one time without having a nonprofit attached to us. And it needs to keep on going because we need the money also. We don't always want to be like, well, you can get a loan. We don't want a loan. You don't want a loan.
No, I would rather I'd rather grow slow than get a loan. And that's being really honest, because what I realize is, and I think that's kind of the space that we're in, because we are creative businesses, but we do provide, especially we have the numbers to prove that we're making money, we're profitable. We're stuck in that middle of, we're not nonprofit, but we're not tech.
Yeah.
We're not tech. And
we're still doing social change stuff.
Yeah.
We're doing social stuff.
We're doing social stuff, and then you're not technically a startup, because
like you really don't think about grants and stuff when you're doing a startup, especially if you're starting by yourself and you don't have like a team member that's in that type of field to kind of focus your eyes on, like getting the free money like that. You think about it when you're like in 3-4 years down the road and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore and I want to build. So like when
scaling, because if you're at the scaling stage, that's where I'm at now. I'm at the scaling stage. So I'm like, my options for scaling is literally either try to finesse and put as many applications for grants or get a loan. I'm really trying to avoid the loan. And what I've done in my business is I literally have no debt in business except for the machines, which honestly is unavoidable.
Yeah, I don't have any debt either. Yeah. The only thing that I have, well, I did get the SBA loan, which was a great, thing to have to kind of push that, to help me with all the content that I was pushing out this year.
Yeah.
And just for visibility, and I was able to pay 2 of my employees this year, some little money.
Yeah.
They were just, I love your company and I love you, Deanna. I appreciate it. Help me or whatever. But I was able to give them some type of some money to help me this year, and it did help. So, and then like it wasn't a lot of money that I have to give back monthly starting next year. So that helped a lot. And then so just doing that, and I'm under Shopify, and Shopify has like this,
capital.
Pay as you go. Yeah, capital.
Look, man, Shopify need to go ahead and let me back in. Look, Oh Lord, man, that was the best thing ever. But it was my fault. I got banned.
Oh no. Oh no. I had to when I first did it, they probably only gave me like $600, right? And I it took me a while because I was building the build business, and then also just trying to find my, just trying to find how I can position like the artist, and because it's different because I have different avenues on this, and then some of the income wasn't coming always into my e-commerce. It was coming from doing events, which it didn't come from e-commerce. So like, and then having multiple, PayPal and Square and everything is coming in different ways, and it's not coming through the Shopify platform. So that it's not saying that I didn't make the money. It was just not going through Shopify. Right. It wasn't going through Shopify. So now I'm trying to streamline that where everything is going through my website some way or some form of fashion. But it's still like you have these third parties on Shopify that are still asking for strip and all of that stuff. So it's hard. I mean, it's not hard. I'm grateful because I'm still getting money, but it's taking more time to pay it back to them because it's not going all the way through Shopify.
Yeah. What happened with me is, well, like you said, you start off with the same 600, and what happened to me is the same thing that you're going through at the beginning. Then once I finally got that one paid off, and going through those different transitions, the money started flowing in. But I took the last one right when, I want to say 2000, and it was 2019, but it was like right early in the year.
Mm-hmm.
I was still I was pregnant, and I was still having those medical issues. But once it took me out because of the neurological part, and I had to shut down my site.
No.
You pause it because you really can't never shut it down when you have capital, because they're going to just make you pause it. So I paused it, and then I'm pregnant. Then I had her early, so like that whole year, and then it just went and back, right? And once I back pay, because I didn't have no money coming in. Like I had so with Shopify Capital, because it had to cancel, and once you don't pay, and I had to, they settled the account because of course I have no money, so I just paid. How you settle a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, but mind you, this was like my fourth one I got from them, right? Paid them all successfully except this one time. And I told them, I was like, hey, I can provide medical documents. I can provide all this stuff to show that during this time period, I was out of work because I was going in and out of hospital. Then I got pregnant. She was born preemie. Then I was in the hospital for a week, so it was like right after birth, I was in the hospital for a week. And I was like, I could provide all this to show you that this is why the shop. And they was like, nope, once you're done, you're done. I was like,
dang.
I understand. But then I was like, dang, bro, because then I went to Square because I was doing invoicing through Square, and I came back and put everything on Shopify because, like you said, it was too much trying to juggle where the money coming from. So I figured out how to send detailed invoices through Shopify for the patches and stuff. And I was like, man, y'all saw this money coming through. Yeah, y'all know.
Right. Give me another chance. So they're not, so there's no like levy after like a year and a half. Dang.
Once you're done, you're done. And I emailed support, and I even submitted all like the hospital documents. I submitted, I can submit her birth certificate, so I'm not lying. Like, what do you need to submit, just so I can have, not to say that I needed it at that moment, but it's just always good to have that option.
Yeah, that option.
And she said she submitted it up higher up, and they was like, nope. One slip up is over. So I think that's something that people should know is like, if you take it, make sure you pay it back in full, because if life happens or something, it's never an option again. Well, as of this moment.
As of this moment.
As of this moment, it's not an option. So I said maybe at the beginning of 2021, maybe I'll pull the Black business card and be like, so y'all gonna let me back?
Right.
Y'all gonna let me back in? Like, y'all see how much I don't pull through the platform? Like,
right. Come on, let us in. Let us back in. I mean, they should, like, especially around this time during COVID and stuff like that. You were able to, make big strides during this time. But then, other people could have just did the same thing with their company now, and they could be like in a situation where they're not getting any money at all.
And imagine if COVID really affected your business and you had a Shopify capital and you couldn't pay it back for whatever reason. So you're telling me all those businesses are no longer able because of this? Like, I know my situation is different because it was medical, but the rule stands that once you mess up, you're no longer able to get back. And I'm like, I think that's kind of harsh.
I think you should reach back out.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna be blowing up.
You know what you should do? You should find the CEO on LinkedIn and then send him a letter. Just jump over everybody's head.
Everybody.
Jump over everybody. Just jump over everybody. You never know, like, because you can, it's COVID. You can tell them, like, this is how much I survived. I'm surviving through COVID. But last year, because it wasn't a so-called pandemic, I had my own personal pandemic in my life, and I had to stop out of my own. Not because I couldn't do it; it's because I had to.
Yeah.
For my well-being in my life.
Girl, invoice me so you can write this letter. I will pay you right now.
This is recorded, so you can just go back and be like, okay, so what did Deanna say? Let me write this up.
Because I was just thinking, I think that's harsh. So I wondered, I wonder if they're giving leeway with the COVID. I'm like, shoot, like I have to.
Everybody's been given leeway, especially the first 2 months.
Yeah.
Of it. But I would go back and find somebody over whoever said no.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably a manager or something, or director. I mean, just jump.
You never know
what it said. You never know. Tell your story. It could be one of those successes stories that they want to show on Shopify.
Look how we help this Black woman get her life back together. Look, y'all can use me as y'all poster child. What y'all need? What y'all need me to do? You want me to hold my baby like this?
Right.
Let me stop acting a fool on these people, boy. No, that's definitely a good idea because I thought that was so harsh. So I was like, and I think it's such a good thing. I tell people to get it because it's one of the things that separates Shopify and other e-commerce platforms.
Yeah,
give you access to some work
because they do have other they have like clear something, but you have to make like $10,000 a month. And they still say small business, which I just blow.
Do you know the definition of small business? Is it under what's the annual revenue to be considered a small business?
I don't know because I'm small business and I'm not making that.
I see that a lot where they be like, oh, if you're making under $500,000, you have to qualify by making no more than $1 million, but more than 250,000 a year. And I was like, what is this for contractors? Like, yeah, you're like a freaking general contractor or a construction company, small business. But I think that's a part of the conversation where business like ours get left out, although we are important to a lot of other businesses, or we doing like what you're doing and helping other people find their voice and thrive. But we're getting left out of that little part where it's like, you're not tech, you're not
tech, right?
You're not small business that are building houses, or you don't have a restaurant, you don't have food, so you're like right here, and we're still valuable because if we were not valuable, we wouldn't be doing it because obviously somebody's paying us. So like we're valuable,
right?
So we need to go. Look, we need to start a little funding thing for the creative companies and start getting some donations.
That would be dope.
And get some grants.
That's what I was about to do. GoFundMe or one of those things, fundraising things. But when I got into it and just filling out the forms, I was that's just a lot. It's a lot to
your whole life plus a video.
Right. A 60-second video, and I'll be like, oh, that means I gotta get dressed, put some makeup on.
Look,
I might do one right now just to have one.
Ready. I told myself when I get my hair retwisted next week, I'm about to do these 1 minute video, 3 minute. I'm just gonna have them in the Dropbox because I ain't got time. I ain't got time.
Well, it's like 55 minutes. I appreciate it. I know. I'm telling people I'm fun. People be like, what are we going to talk about? Don't worry.
Just talk.
We're going to talk like we haven't talked in a while. Like now we haven't talked. That's why quarantine and design. We haven't seen our people out in a long time. So we have so much to talk about. So I appreciate you. We are going to have to get up one day. So the little one can see another kid.
Man, look, she be ready because I took her to Piedmont and she was just sitting in a stroller just like this.
Right. Yeah, maybe we can do Piedmont. That would be good. Do a picnic.
Yes.
Bring some wine or something and just just kick it.
We just bought the zoo. We bought the zoo membership, which I like how the zoo is doing their social thing, and she was unamused by the zoo because she just looked at the animal. She's like, okay, I don't care about this elephant, but she was waving at every animal, just like, okay, we can go. So trying to find something to just do to get out while still having fun, I think is crucial right now because being in these four walls all day, it can
get to you. I know it gets to me all the time. Because I was outside. Out. Now I'm like, we did not get this.
No, not at all. Like I'm trying to get out, even if it's like a trip to Target is like amazing now. Like,
right. You be like, oh my gosh, they got a new product.
Man,
look at the dollar spot. Ooh, $3.
The dollar spot mess you up. Dollar spot mess you up. I went to the Dollar Tree, spent $40, and then my husband was like, that's 40 items, right? And I was like, mind your business. They had new stuff, and I ain't been there in a while.
That is so funny. Well, thank you, darling. It was amazing. This is already live on Facebook, so you can share it. And I also put it live on my YouTube channel. So it's going live now. So
look, let me get these lives going. I like your background. Well, I was like, when I saw the screenshot, I was like, oh, she got background. She got background.
Yep, this is one of my previous art. Some
that's cute.
I got.
Is that Outcast?
Yep. It's nice. And then I just bought this one from Bitter Darlings.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. That is dope.
Isn't it nice? So she got me. I'm buying 2 more.
Look, when I get my little room, I'm gonna have to get some decor now. Like you see, look, everything is just living room, and machines. Because I'm like, we're gonna move. I'm not gonna decorate nothing.
Right.
Often, I have all this stuff, and I'm, post. I would like to keep people's patches that I make and put them in a little frame to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something like that.
And then I'm wearing ComfiArt too.
Yeah, I see you. Look.
Got my leggings. See.
She's like leggings, hoodie. It's
hoodie. Onesie, hoodie, none. I'll put some pictures after us so y'all see her.
And do your video too while you at it.
Right, do my video.
No, this was fun. I really appreciate you having me.
I know.
And Luna,
And Luna.
With her little small choking hazard here, trying to make her look too fast. But I really appreciate it.
No problem, hon. Well, we'll be in touch and talk about this giveaway. So I'll reach out and we can get together with the kids too.
Yes. Well, get her out the house. So she be beating on the windows now trying to leave. So, but
all right,
thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.